The flexibility of the traditional transform warp has been expanded with new options for controlling the warp mesh. These allow you to manually add extra grid lines and control points. To take advantage of the Advanced Warp Transform, you will need to make sure that you have the graphics processor enabled in the Photoshop Performance Preferences. So let me just show you where to find that in the Preferences panel. Here are the Performance Preferences, and here you can see that I have the graphics processor option checked. So let me click OK to return to Photoshop. As before, you can select the layer you wish to warp and choose Edit, Transform, Warp, or alternatively, you can choose Edit, Free Transform, and the shortcut for that is Command-T Mac or Control-T PC. And click on the Transform Warp Mode selection button in the Options bar. The Options bar menu allows you to select grid options other than the default, such as 3x3, 4x4 or 5x5. Let me select a 3x3 grid from the Warp Options bar grid menu. Now I can add either a vertical grid line, horizontal grid line, or both in the form of crosswise grid lines. To apply these, just click and drag on the transform grid, and as you release the mouse, new control points will be added to the warp mesh. I am now able to manipulate the control points to create a more nuanced warp compared to what could be done using the legacy default layout. If I want to, I can split the warp mesh again by clicking on one of the split buttons and add new grid lines. In either the horizontal split or vertical split modes, holding down the Alt key defaults to adding crosswise grid lines. However, as the cursor is placed close to or on top of an intersection with the Alt key held down, this toggles the orientation of the grid lines so that a horizontal grid line becomes a vertical grid line and vice versa. To edit the warp transform, you can click and drag on the grid lines, control points, or accompanying Bezier handles to adjust the transform shape. Or you can make a selection of multiple control points by holding down the Shift key as you select multiple points. As you do so, you will see a separate bounding box appear around the selected points, where you can click and drag inside to move all the points simultaneously, or click and drag the edges of the corners or the sides of the bounding box. To delete a grid line, select the line or lines by clicking on the line and use the Delete key. To remove a control point, click to activate and hit Delete. Note that both the horizontal and grid lines passing through the anchor point will be removed. Thank you for watching. My name is Martin Evening, author of the Adobe Photoshop for Photographers book series. To find out more about the book and to access other movie tutorials, please go to the book website.